What's going on YouTube? Orlando Usher back at you with another video. Welcome to the channel if it's your first time. Got any questions or comments, anything, comment below. I'm starting to call my project Restoration in the Midst of Pandemic. Restoration in the midst of a pandemic. It ain't easy. The biggest thing is the funds. Like I've been preaching, like I've been saying, get back to your projects, get back to something that'll take your mind off of everyday reality. Every day we're talking about COVID, every day we're talking about racism, every day we're talking about things that will sour our moods, things that will pretty much have us second guessing a lot of things. And one of the things on the list is if you got a project or a restoration, that could be the last thing on your mind is fixing up a car or anything that does not have to do with everyday living. Meaning, what's important, eating, what's important, going to work, what's important, go to work to keep from getting laid off in the midst of this pandemic. But I encourage you guys and ladies and whoever's watching to keep trucking, keep pushing forward. The goal is near. Every step, every brick that you lay, just keep pushing forward. It don't matter. It's not going to be easy. Nothing's easy. But I've been looking at some other guys' channels that I look up to and taking little tidbits away from it. And one of the channels I look at a lot is 78 Chevy Boy. Shout out to 78 Chevy Boy, man. I really look up to you, big homie. Just looking at Cayenne and Penny, and just how he takes initiative to detail. And we don't understand that in the car game. I mean, I'm in the dump game. I got a dump 76 Chevy Impala 4-door. A lot of people don't like the 4 doors. What I'm seeing is the 2 doors and the hard tops and verts are the most popular. But shout out to the photo gang. I got a photo 76. You see it on the channel. I salute anybody that's on the bill right now in the midst of this pandemic. I salute anybody that is pressing forward and going forward with what you see in your mind. Nobody is gonna have the vision no bigger than you. You know what I mean? It's not about competition. It's not about trying to outshine nobody. It's all about getting your build and staying in your lane. Stay in your lane. You know what I mean? I've already had some guys reach out to me about painting the car, about going up under the fender walls and up under the hood. That's why I'm coming to you guys today, because I have a video on that. I have some suggestions on that. If you don't want to pay anybody to paint under your hood, go to Wal Mart. Go to Wal Mart and get you some color place paint. Black interior and exterior fast dry paint. Black. You know what I mean? I got 4 of them, 5 of them for 96 cents a piece. 96 cents a piece. Because under the hood, right now I'm broke down to the bare block. There'll be a video coming on that soon about the before and the after. It's attention to details, guys. And like I said, 78 Chevy Boy, man, he really, if you go and subscribe to his channel and go and look at some of his videos on his channel, man, he's very, very direct and very on point when it comes to details. He's all the way down to the little tiny center caps on Cayenne. You know what I mean? And the foot pedal and the brake on Penny. You know, they're copper. And it's a lot of guys in the car game that just I call them the OGs, the people that you want to look up to, the people that you want to take something from them to create your Frankenstein, your monster, or whatever you creating in your restoration. You know what I mean? It goes all the way up to Barrett Jack. Getting cars in pristine condition and perfect condition. I went to Summit the other day, and just seeing that Plymouth Cuda. If you go back on my last video that I posted, it was a black Cuda. Oh my goodness! I mean, you could eat off of it. You know, just that clean. But you know, that's the goal, guys. Is to get to a point where you can eat off your car. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the journey that you and that car has had. You know what I'm saying? Your girlfriend might leave you, your wife might get mad at you, your kids might get mad at you. But at the end of the day, your car ain't gonna get mad at you. You get that car some love, the car gonna give some love back to you. And on top of that, it's an outlet to get away from everything that's going on right now. There's so much divisiveness and so much stuff going on in the world that we gotta watch out for. Make sure you guys mask up. I ain't got my mask in this video, but you know, going down to Summit and going out in public, period, and going to work, I'm masked up. When I get back in the truck, I'm constantly washing my hands, sanitizing my hands, and spraying, wiping down things, because it's real serious out here. You know, you got some top people passing away, some top people being contacting this virus, and we hopefully, God willing, there'll be something that can combat this thing and just get it to wipe out, so we can go back to the swap meets and we can go to the car shows and the drag racing and the races and everything like that, because right now it's just not a good time. It's not a good time in the world. You know, people are trying to live normally, but you know, it's hard to go back to the normal without being paranoid of getting sick. But yeah, this video was supposed to be about, you know, detail and spray painting under, you know, the hood of my car. And like I said, I have a video back to the black paint. And like I said, I mean, everything ain't gotta be overthought. I mean, a lot of times you getting out there with your car and spraying and washing down those areas, making sure you get all the debris off before you go to painting. You know, it's not easy it's not hard to paint something that, you know, that you can't mess up. And that's your baby. And you know for a fact that you are trying to put your blood, sweat, and tears and your love into your project, your restoration. You're gonna be a perfectionist at it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's a amazing feeling when you see it coming to life. Like I said, I got a promise that I made to a friend of mine who passed away right after I bought the car from him. And you know, he left on me. He didn't even tell me goodbye. He didn't say anything. So there's a lot of sentimental value there with the car. You know, just that promise to him and finishing the car and moving forward and on to the next project. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a lot of, like I said, prior videos, I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of things that I want to do within the car game. You know what I mean? Start coming out to some of the races and seeing some of these builds that I see on other channels. And these guys are making sacrifices and going up there getting that nice footage of them cars and just be motivation. It's always good to see somebody that's been where you at now, because that's only extra motivation for you to get to where they at. You know what I'm saying? It's enough for us all out here to exceed the unexpected. As you see it right now, maybe a lot of people, you know, I'm in one of the car pages on my Facebook page, and you see so much hate. You see so much, you know, so many scams. I mean, be very mindful of the scams out there, because people want don'ts. They want don'ts a whole lot. Don'ts are very popular. You know what I'm saying? Glass house, whatever you want to call them. But you got a lot of people that are scamming, that are calling for the deposits on the car, and they don't produce the car. So guys, just be mindful. Use common sense. If it sounds too good to be true, it's pretty much too good to be true. But a lot of times, I mean, I didn't pay that much for my car. I mean, in today's market, and that was about almost 10 years ago that I've had the car. But you know, just be mindful, do your due diligence, and you know, use your common sense. If you see a donk for $2,000 and it looking, you know what I mean, in pretty nice condition, I mean, unless it's an old person that's just trying to get up off of it, you be very mindful. You know what I mean? And don't give any money up front. Don't be wiring on money. Don't be doing none of that unless you just know somebody that's out there that you pretty cool with that's hunting for the car for you. But yeah, it's the details of everything. I mean, even when you got this black paint, I mean, I got like 5 cans of it to make sure that 5 cans of it, like 96 cents each. You know what I mean? I'm gonna paint up under the hood, and I might even go over the hubcaps. You know, cause I got some chrome Chevy center caps on mine. So go behind that black and make that thing pop even more. And I'm pretty sure some other paint out there, maybe some primer out there that you can go on before. You know what I mean? But you don't have to pay thousands of dollars to do some of the fine details yourself. And like I said, that's only gonna give you a closer relationship to your car. And you're like, damn, you might see something on your car that you didn't even know that was there, or that you forgot was there. Or you might find something that was on, you know, a wrench or something that you might have dropped down in the motor or something. It's all the joy that comes with your car. It's the joy. So, you know, it's just, we got to get back to that. We got to get back to seeing our grandfathers, our uncles, our daddies, our neighbors. Growing up as a kid, that's what it was all about. You know, we see the old car in the yard, and when we grow up to be a teenager, we'll go over and ask, hey, can we watch that car? Do you want to sell that car? Some of the cars now, well, some of the first cars we ever had, my first car was a Cutlass, 1985 Cutlass Supreme. Mama bought it $500. She did all she could not to buy it for me, but she bought it. I love my mama for that. Second car was a 1982 Chevy Caprice. You know what I mean? So I've been a part of the old school game for a long time. My grandfather had a 55 Chevy Bel Air. My cousin had donks, 10, 12 donks. But I didn't understand the importance of having those cars back then. And when you ain't rich or when you ain't got a lot of money, you know, back then they were putting out different orders to crush. If you don't have the car, a tag on the car, by a certain length of time, and the car you're gonna get a citation or you're gonna get a ticket. And in our community, you know, that was just another way for people to take the cars from up on our away from us, and they can get in and restore the car. They didn't take those cars a lot of times to no junkyards if they did come in and take your property because there wasn't no tag on it. They took them and they sold them off to people who was gonna fix them up. You know what I'm saying? You have to be very mindful of what you have, because what you have are treasures. What you have is masterpieces that you want to pass down to your children, to your boys, and to your girls, and maybe even put it in words that you never sell it out the family. People do it all the time. We got to be mindful of that kind of stuff. It's not all about, you know what I'm saying, generational wealth all the time, just drill it in our head, but there's other aspects of having nice things to pass down to our kids too. And like I said, going back to being a kid, my grandfather had a 64 Impala in the yard, 1964 Impala. My uncle had a 1983 Monte Carlo. My pops had a 1985 Chevy Nova. Uncle also had a 1979 Burt Reynolds edition Pontiac Firebird. We don't understand the importance of these cars, man, and it really like hurts me to see that a lot of them cars got given away. Because you know, back then going to the junkyard and selling it off, you didn't get no more than $300-400. But a lot of times in our community, you know, black community, we don't really have the means to fix up those cars when you start having kids and having to pay bills and stuff like that. So if you get something nice like that, or old school or whatever you have to restore it, think about growing up. Think about seeing it, and think about some of your ancestors before you, when before you got here, and know the significance of what you got. Because before you got all these plastic made cars, now you had heavy metal cars. So just take pride in it, guys. I'm just coming at you. You know, I was supposed to be talking more about the paint and going to Walmart, making the Walmart run, but not only Walmart, check your dollar stores, check your Family Dollars, check your Dollar Trees, check your, just different places to go and get that paint. You know, just it's all about the details. And I mean, I'm coming at you guys very passionate about this car thing because, you know, I've been seeing a lot of stuff lately. I've been seeing a lot of scams lately. I've been seeing it's not that hard. Don't overthink it. You ain't gotta bring everybody in to help you with your build, because too many minds and too many ideas and too many chiefs or whatever you want to call it, it'll distract you from what your big vision is. And like I said, going back to some small like $1 can of paint to, you know, spread yourself is all it takes. And if you do it so good, never know, you know, you might get a business from it. And, you know, that person might want you to spray theirs or this or that. Don't ever know. But that's what it's all about, guys. I mean, I'm just here to just share, give you an update on where I am on it. I got the paint. So I plan on going up sometime in the next couple of days, painting it. I have a video on here showing you guys the before and the after of probably maybe even pressure washing it and or spraying it with a hose pipe or something, cleaning it real good, letting it dry, and then going over it with the paint. So, you know, just the details. The details is everything. So, you know, just check your Wal Marts. Color place, interior, exterior paint, black paint, or whatever color you want to go with, and make that thing pop. Guys, stay tuned. I got a lot of great content coming back at you.